Okay, we're going to Softmod this Xbox. First thing you want to do is go down to your settings and go in and make sure your dash is up to date. So when you get into settings, scroll all the way down to system info and then just wait a second. The text is going to start scrolling and your dash needs to be the 5960. And if it's not, it's really easy to fix. So hopefully this won't be, so you can see how to fix it. It's quite easy. Okay, so good. This is 4920. So if you have a dash that's not 5960, so where it says D1.00, 4920, if that's 4920 or some other number besides 5960, pay attention. This is easy to do. So get an Xbox game, like here's Halo 2, a game that's capable of playing Xbox Live. There is no more Xbox Live in 2013, into 2013, not for the original Xbox at least, but that's okay. Now this game, or this Xbox, is not connected to the internet at all, so Halo is going to come up. There we go. And basically the game updates the dash for you. But you have to do, you have to act like you're playing on live, or you want to play on live. So just go to default, go down to Xbox Live, hit A, and it says, hey, we can't connect. Go to the troubleshooter, hit A, and here, it updates your dash. Doesn't have to be Halo 2. Most people probably have Halo 2 laying around. It's an awesome game. It can be any game that supports live. Okay, it's complete. Now, of course, it can't because, like we said, it's dead. That's fine. You're done with your Halo 2 game, at least for now. You don't need it for soft modding your box or anything like that anymore. Now, what you need to do is you need to get your thumb drive formatted in Xbox. Now I'm going to go down to settings and just so you can see that this actually has updated the dashboard, which will be fine. But while that's scrolling, I'll just tell you there are a couple of things you're going to need. You're going to need a thumb drive. This is a SanDisk Cruiser Edge. Sorry, you probably won't be able to read that, but that's alright. It's a Cruiser Edge 4 GB thumb drive, and I'll put a link to that and all the thumb drives you can use. And then you're going to need some kind of adapter with a female USB and then an Xbox controller port. And you can see the dash there is 5960. We almost missed it, but that's what it is. So it's fantastic. Now plug your controller adapter in. Go back and plug in your thumb drive. Okay. Go to memory, and this will pop up. So you get this message that pops up, and I'm just going to zoom in so you see it. It says the memory unit you inserted isn't working correctly, so it's been formatted. Well, that's fantastic. If you have a memory stick that doesn't work, you won't get this message. You'll get a different message, which is saying something's wrong with your memory stick. If it is compatible with the Xbox, which most of the older ones are, but there's a list of them. If it's compatible, you'll get this. And what that means, it has formatted your thumb drive, and now you can put your game exploit on it. So that's perfect. So now we're going to go over to the computer and update your thumb drive. We're going to take your thumb drive out. We're going to put it in your computer, and we're going to put the game exploits on it. Okay, we're back at the Xbox, and we have our thumb drive, and now we've put our game exploits on there, and now we just plug it in and go to the memory. And one thing that I usually like to do is delete what's on the hard drive, the game saves that are on there. You actually don't need to do that, but you're probably going to want to put other things on your Xbox. And you might want the room. You might want to put some cool emulators and old arcade games and things like that on there. I know that's what I would want to do. So you want the room. So then when you go into memory, go back into memory, D-pad over to wherever your controller is, to wherever your thumb drive is. Then go into that. Now this, some people get stuck on this. I know I did the first time. Scroll down to the Linux installer, and the circle actually has a little glowing yellow ring around it. You need to push the D-pad to the right to where the smaller circle is actually highlighted. Then hit A, copy, and copy it to your hard disk. B to back out, and then you can scroll down. Copy to the hard disk. Boom. That's it. Now you don't even need your thumb drive anymore. And you can unplug that out of the Xbox. That's done. And now you can just put your game in. Now we're using the Splinter Cell game. So this is Splinter Cell Stealth Action Redefined. They call it the black label on the top. It's the original game, and it definitely works. And it's cheap. This cost me $1.99 at a resale game store. And if you don't have a resale game store next to you or near you, you can always just buy these online or off of maybe a Craigslist or something like that. Somebody will have. So they're always selling Xbox games. The old ones are pretty cheap now. So that's good. Now you just pop your Splinter Cell game in. And it will start to load up. A button to get to that. Now it's going to say start game. You just hit A, and then it should say Linux, and you hit A again, and now the checkpoint is highlighted. You hit A one more time. Okay, now you know. Now you're in business. Things are working. So the first thing that you want to do is back up the EEPROM, and that actually is highlighted. It tells you it's already highlighted. It says first back up EEPROM. So you hit A, and then back up EEPROM. You hit A again. Yes. Okay, and it starts backing up the EEPROM for you. Quite easy. Here the backup EEPROM is highlighted at the bottom. At the bar, I hit backup EEPROM, hit A, it says backing up, gives you a smiley face. You do that a couple times to make yourself feel happy, and then return to the main menu. Okay, now you can just use the D-pad to go down and install the indoor Softmod. So you hit A, and then it's going to ask you whether you want to use the NK patcher .06 or .67. I usually use the .06. It actually explains the difference between them here. I'll just go in and you can see the difference. You can read it up for your own. It really has to do with partitioning your hard drive. Whether you want the stuff eventually to go onto a G drive if you have a big hard drive installed. Right now this is just got the standard 8 gig hard drive. We're just going to use the NK patcher 6. And then I like the Unleash X dashboard. I like the look and feel of that, so I'm going to use that. Now it's going to say we're going to test and see if you have the version 5960. We actually didn't have it, and we had to put it on there. It checks it, says it's high enough. Yes. It's EEPROM is present. Okay. A. And then it's going to go through. Now this is not going to take that long. I'm going to let it run and record the whole thing rather than skipping over it. Of course, you can always just fast forward it, but I think it's good just to see how long actually things take. Should take less than 10 minutes total, I think. Okay, now it says you can turn off the Xbox. You just hit the A button and it turns the Xbox off for you. You don't need the game anymore, so what you can do is hit the eject button to start your Xbox back up. Take out your copy of Splinter Cell. You don't need that anymore unless you want to play Splinter Cell. It's a cool game. Now this comes up and it's going to say press A. You just press A. It's going to set up your Hidden Shadow C drive. Just A again. Just back up a little bit. Okay, and I will tell you, complete. Your Xbox is now completely modded, and it's fantastic. You can just OK through that. Just going to restart. Alright. So this is what it's going to look like at first, and one of the first things I like to do is just look around. So the Xbox is already modded. I like to change the skin to, I mean, this is kind of a cool skin, but personally I like the green shapes by Cthulhu. So I'm not sure who Cthulhu is, but I like their look here. I think it's pretty cool. So now your Xbox is totally modded. I'll back up a little bit, you can see it. So this Xbox is totally modded, soft modded, and now you can do all kinds of things to it. You can FTP into it and put all kinds of cool games and emulators on it, and I will show that in another video.